We're getting back up into the 100 plus temperature range out here in the desert, and it's time for me to reinstitute my fan cooled water wrap headband and neck band solution to survive in these temperatures that are going to get up above 120 pretty soon. So I'm scaling up from what I had done last year. The proof of concept last year, the prototype was this system of just a computer tower power supply fan, about a 5-inch fan, and a dog bowl that was about a fifth or less the size of this bowl right here. I have more solar power and more water this year, so I'm going to scale this up so I can do this more often and stay cooler. So the concept that I arrived at with this experimentation is that I can cool this water by just setting a fan on top of it in a bowl. So that worked very well last summer. That was the first summer out of year. That was summer number 3. This is summer number 4 that I'm into now. So I've innovated. I've got more power, more water, so I can scale this up. I found that it's best to, before soaking the linens, they're going to collect dust from dust storms and whatnot. So I just continue to add soap to the water and cycle through the linens, basically like a washing machine is what this is going to become. So I set this back on there. I let it go for 30 minutes to an hour, and that water that is basically hot, it's warm even in the shade in these temperatures, I let it sit there under the fan for an hour or 30 minutes to an hour, and that water is going to be cool to the touch like a beer from the refrigerator. So that was an hour that just went by. Now I'm going to take the neck and the head wraps off that I've been wearing, and essentially I'm rotating them to a point where by the time they dry out, the water is cyclically cooled again enough to where I can dunk them again, give them a wash, and then reapply them, which I'm going to do in a minute. So they're getting a bit of a wash, wringing them out by hand here. And this is the first time they've collected a lot of dust, just these linens sitting up over the last year. So that's why the water's a little dustier than it will be. Eventually it'll be crystal clear as I continue to cycle through this several times a day. So this is just enough. I can I'm going to find out the best ratio of how much water to keep in there so I can keep cycling through. But I'm just going to apply. I've got one maybe 2 by 3 foot piece of bed sheeting that is, and I fold it into basically a small square or rectangle, put that on the dome, and then I use another longer piece to secure that, like with a bandana or a headband. So that's 2 pieces right there. That's going to stay in the hottest days of the summer. That'll stay cold and moist for about an hour or 2, and then I'm wrapping this neck piece around, and that is going to keep my blood cool going up and down from the brain, which is what is going to keep me sane, keep me from injuring myself when I do need to go outside and be in the sun to do things.